Welcome back to Spiritually LLC YouTube channel. It is your girl Aaliyah, or Spiritually, whichever you want to call me. And we are back with some messages. I know I have been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. I hope you guys were doing well while I've been gone. I hope you guys went back and listened to some old readings, because the readings are what we call timeless. Okay, so it could be a reading from 2 years ago that might be resonating with you now. So always go back and listen to the juice, especially if you haven't seen me post in a while. But we are back because the devil is deviling. And when I say the devil, I am talking about people who are operating in a low vibrational frequency. Okay, as we know, the devil can be within anyone. It's how you're operating, right? So the name of this reading, I wrote down Closing the Door on the Devil, right? Or people operating in that frequency, low vibrational, demonic, envious, just naughty energy. Okay, so I have the messages written down, okay, on paper, because I had to get a new book. Y'all, my books were full, but I did get a new book. It's so cute. Hold on, let me show y'all. It says Grateful, and it comes with a little pen. Now, if I lose this book after, please excuse my husband in the background. He is on the PlayStation game. Y'all know how y'all get. The men get when they're playing the game. But if I lose this after this video, I know y'all sending evil out. Somebody is. All right, but let's get started. So the devil is kicking rocks, right? The devil is kicking rocks because there are no more plays in his book, right? I feel like you know all the plays, right? Like you're dealing with a devil or someone operating in this energy that you know. Okay, so you know their tricks, you know their games, right? So their playbook is finished, right? There's no more pages in their book, right? So ultimately, you won. Okay, because I was hearing earlier, you can see you're 10 steps ahead of them. You could see them coming from a mile away. You already knew what they were going to be doing. You know what I mean? So you prepared yourself. So they can't, get a certain maybe reaction out of you. They can't siphon your energy the way they could before, because you know what to expect from this devil. Okay, somebody told me it's better to deal with the devil that you know than the devil that you don't know. Well, listen, you ain't about to be choosing the lesser evils anymore. You about to cut all these devils out. Okay, and please remember that I use the word devil figuratively. Okay, I don't know if you just skipped the beginning, but I don't know why I feel like I have to keep mentioning that. Right? Because this is not a Christian channel. Okay? But anyway, so you won, right? I also wrote down people tried violating you, projecting on you, attacking your finances. That is heavy. People are attacked your health, attacked your mind, and even your children, and you defeated every attack, right? And I kept hearing checkmate, right? And when we're saying these things, right, of course this is spiritual attacks. Of course this is, witchcraft, or whether they paid someone, used a candle themselves, or just verbally projecting with their words, right? Because the power is in your words. Right? Wishing you ill through your words, you've defeated every attack, right? Checkmate. Your last move, I don't know, you guys have something up your sleeve. Your last move is going to bring them to their knees and having to, I wrote having to pay you, but this doesn't necessarily mean financially, although it could be, right? Anyway, I also wanted to say this too. Like, a lot of you guys, like, people want you to have hard times, want you to endure hard times, but you're going to be in a very happy, prosperous, and abundant time. Okay? Ain't no more enduring hard times. Like, ain't no more endurance, of the struggles. They're not going to be able to put you through that. You are going to be protected from that. Even though we see a lot of things going on in the news, with the government or whatever, you're going to be protected from enduring hardships and struggles. Okay? So there's some sort of big win. This is a big win. Like, I feel like this is a big win that's coming in for you guys, and it could just be a big win because you some sort of self mastery and mastering the way you handle certain situations, the way you handle dealing with opposition and opposing energy. There's some sort of mastery here, right? It's like you learned how to play chess instead of checkers, right? Maybe you didn't know how to play chess before, right? But now you've learned how to play chess in real life, like really not the game, the board, but like the game of life of chess. Like, you've learned how to play, right? So this is like a big win for you guys. Okay, please excuse my husband in the background. He's blowing mine, but he's on the game. This is the end of lack of resources for you. Oh, this is why you're getting so much pressure from particular people. Like, they're trying to put you in financial binds. Like, they're trying to, I'm telling you from personally, but I y'all know how I channel certain things that happen to me. That it's a collective thing that's going on, right? So they're trying so hard to put you in financial binds, you know what I'm saying? Because they know, like, this is the end of lack of resources for you, but they want you to be in lack of resources, but that's not going to happen, right? It's time up for this poverty devil that they're trying to project or put on you, this spirit of poverty. Like, they're trying to it's time up for this devil, right? This devil has to pay up, okay? Now, this devil that we're talking about, because maybe you're like, who is this? Who is this devil, right? We're not talking about somebody with horns, and this could be a company, corporate company, corporate machines. This could be a family member. I was picking up heavy mother energy. Every mother who's operating out of this frequency, or anyone who is operating out of low frequency that is coming up against you. This is who we're talking about when we say the devil. Okay, so not to, I don't want y'all to be in spiritual psychosis or, religious psychosis, because I don't ever want to put y'all in that, okay? Because I ain't in that. All right, so we just use certain terms I use certain terms to categorize certain frequencies, certain terms that you guys can relate to, or and everybody know the devil is bad, right? So that's what we talk about. Okay, so like these whatever companies, corporate machines, or anyone operating on this, they gotta pay up. Okay, simple. They have to pay up. They could be paying you. I don't know. Listen. Okay, and right, they could be paying you, right? I just said that, and then I wrote down, I'm looking at my next page, and it says it's time for reparations. So y'all, this could be companies. This could be governments, elites. I don't listen. I don't want to talk too much about that, but I wrote down it's time for reparations. So this battle goes back lifetimes. Okay, stay with me now. if y'all on my channel, y'all gotta be deep. You know, you gotta have some sort of a knowledge of history. Okay, you gotta know how to read between the lines. Okay, um, yeah. All right, so this and I don't know what and you can't be in post traumatic slave syndrome. You got to be out of that. You got to get yourself out of that. Okay. So, anyways, to really feel me is what I'm saying. So this battle, okay, between the chosen one and the devil, this goes back lifetimes. Okay, so this could simply mean like whoever is coming up against you, you've had this fight with them in previous lifetimes. Okay, you know that's a real thing. I was talking to somebody about this. Like people will come here, come back to this lifetime just to fuck with you. You know, like some of your enemies in this lifetime are enemies you had in previous lifetimes. Okay, um, but listen, let's not go that far. But so this battle goes back lifetimes, right? Some of these battles started when, you know, from plantation times, you know, your ancestors, you know, all of that stuff. So this could also be like some of the battles you guys have, melanated people, with other people, other melanated people, other black people, are like just, I was talking about syndromes, post-traumatic slave syndromes, right? So if they're still suffering from that, this is probably why they're operating out of that frequency, right? Because slavery definitely lowered our frequency on a whole, and you really have to fight that. You know what I mean? You have to fight that. You got to heal yourselves from that to come up out and raise yourself up out of that frequency, right? Because they would, especially with the Willie Lynch syndrome, when they would basically turn us against each other, and you know, it made like the young, the old hate on the young, the light versus the dark, the skinny versus the big, the, you know, all that stuff. I don't know if y'all ever read Willie Lynch. Y'all need to read that because a lot of people are suffering from that. So anyways, this battle that you're having with others or against the elite, all right, or against the people who had us in the plantations or whatever. Anyways, this started a while ago, right? So yeah, okay, I wrote down again, these people you're battling and up against now, you have had war with them in past lives. Now, so this could be people in your family as well. Interesting. This could also be people in your family or people, you know, like you could have had, I don't know. I don't know, maybe they sold you out on the plantation. Whatever, listen. Anyways, this is familiar. These battles that you're having are familiar. These are from past lives, and it's time for them to pay up. That is basically what I'm saying. In this lifetime, you are the winner. In this lifetime, they have to pay, and they are paying for things that has happened in previous lifetime. And you're getting all that payment right now, basically. Okay, so I hope I didn't lose y'all there. All right. Okay, don't get lost. Finds me. Okay. Um, my next message was that you guys are going to be up forever, right? A forever win. Now, when I say up, this is everything. This is 10 of Cups fulfillment. Okay, and of course there might be some mishaps or whatever, but for majority of the rest of your life, you will have financial gain. You're going to be up financially, up as far as love. Okay, having a healthy love life, a healthy relationship, especially with your children, right? That's a I was picking up on that. That is something, a curse that you're breaking. Having healthy relationship with your children, your in your household with your spouse or whatever, or your partner, or if you don't have one, your future, that is something you are a generation curse you're breaking. So when I say up, it's not just financial, it's in all areas. Okay, a forever win, right? Okay, because you being up, I hope y'all know what I mean when I say up. Like when we say you're up, like you got money, like everything is good, right? You being up, your kids gonna make your kids be up. You know what I'm saying? And the things that they experience because of you being financially, not just financially though, spiritually up or ascend, spiritually alive, spiritually healthy, spiritually, all of that stuff, all of that, the love, everything is just this high frequency, high vibe that you're experiencing, your children are going to experience, and that's going to be embedded in their DNA, and that's going to bring forth more high vibrational generations to come. Okay, in all areas: money, love, finances, health, mental health, spiritual health, all of that. Like you're what you are obtaining in this life is so important for your next generations. So important. And these are things that your mom and father could not do for you. This is something that this is being done through you. You're literally like the evidence or prime example of breaking curses. That's literally what you're doing. And everyone after you is going to be blessed because of it. All right. I'm looking at this book called The Successful Woman Planner. Like, so you guys are going to experience a lot of success in all areas in your life. Like it's not going to have to be one or the other for you. It's not, oh, I'm successful, with my career, but my love life is not successful. For you, honey, you're getting the love, you're getting everything. 10 of Cups, ultimate fulfillment. Things others couldn't reach. You're getting. Okay? So, and you're not, it wasn't just given to you. You work for it. You earned it. Okay? So, be grateful that you were able to put in the work and that you were strong. You know what I'm saying? You were able to withstand everything that you have to withstand to get it. All right. The next message I wrote down was, you won because you went where both demons and angels fear to tread. Oh my God. This was reminding me of someone. Damn. Anyway, you went where demons and angels fear to tread. The things that you have been through, even the most demonic devil wouldn't want to go through. You understand? Like, even the all-powerful angels or whatever. Others, people, they fear to go through what you've been through. And you went, you did it, you came and conquered, okay? You shine bright even when they tried to take your light from you, literally tried to kill you. Okay? But you survived and you thrived. You survived and now you're thriving. Okay? I wrote down both light and dark. Like, you guys have balanced both your light and your dark. I feel like you guys are realizing that your dark side can protect you. Okay? So you're balancing that. I also wrote down, you see both physical and spiritual realms. Whoever I'm talking to, you see both physical and spiritual realms. Okay? And so if you are one of those who sees, but make sure you're keeping up with your spiritual baths, because when you are that, when the veil is that thin, um, and you're dealing with spirit or whatever, whatever, you don't want to suffer from any mental illnesses, right? A lot of schizophrenias and mental, all those things, spiritual attacks or possession or yeah, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck what the doctor says. That's what it is. And you have to keep up with your spiritual protection, spiritual cleansing, so that you don't go that route. Okay. Um, you see people like uh Gucci Man's wife was talking about Gucci. That was beer spell work. That was beer spirits around. Okay, that's what that is. When y'all see Nikki crashing out online, she's under spiritual attack. Okay, and the thing is, without a Kanye, spiritual attack. This is why they'll go towards the church, because that's what they equate, that can help them spiritually, but that it doesn't, and you see, because they still be crashing the fuck out. Okay, you need voodoo. I don't know what else to tell y'all. That'll stop all that. You need the high priestess. You need the high priest to come. Okay, not the Catholic one or the Christian ones. Okay, you need some real African protection on that ass. You need that that cleanse on the ori. You need all that. Okay, but anyways, um, let's not get too far off. But I wanted to say that though. Like all of those are spiritual issues. Like every entertainer, people in the music industry, like y'all have to understand that these people in the music industry, they all do witchcraft, they all do rituals, demonic rituals, witchcraft. They'll do it through you without you knowing, or y'all be knowing, accepting it to get, and then you see what happens. You need your protection. You need that African voodoo. That's what y'all need. That protects you. People that be sacrificing niggas in the music industry. Oh my god. I need a tin hat right now, but it's real shit. It's not even conspiracy. You need that protection. Okay? So anyway, back to the messages for my collective. Okay? You guys, or maybe I don't know who's watching me, but listen. All right. You guys have suffered great pain. Why did I say it like that? I wrote down, you have suffered great pain, some of you, right? I know I have. We all have. We have suffered some great pain. But now you will experience great joy, abundance, gain in the marketplace. Um, um, in matters of business, you will experience better, great gains in business. All right. That's given Oya, and y'all know Oya is working her way up right now with the hurricanes, but that's giving Oya, because gain in the marketplace, better in a matter of business, sudden come ups. That's Oya. I also wrote down 999. You guys need to release the past pain so that you can experience this joy, or just release past people. I know that's been going around. Okay, it's time. Their time is up. Their time is up in your lives. All right. I also wrote down the devil, or those who are operating out of that frequency. I don't know why I feel like I have to say that all the time, because I think y'all really be confused. Like, when it's still your joy. I feel like some of you guys have a glow right now. Some of you guys are like just happy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe things will happen, but again, I was saying, things will happen. You still got your bills to pay. You still got, but it's not, you're still in a joyous mood. You're still happy, because I feel like your worries are gone, because your bills are going to be paid. You're going to eat. You're going to be safe. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's a healed root chakra. It's a balanced root chakra. And And that is very, that's happiness, um and people want to try to steal your joy, right? So they're gonna, energy siphon, try to send some negative energy towards you, but don't let that knock you off your square. Okay, see it, peep it, and that's how I feel like you guys are peeping their tactics. Like you're 10 steps ahead of them, so it's not even really gonna work, but they're definitely gonna try. I also wrote down your ancestors are not letting that happen either. Okay. um your ancestors and spirit team are pushing you to alchemize that energy. They're sending you negative energy. You're being pushed, and I've been talking about this. I'm always talking about alchemizing the energy, but I feel like now you're really doing it. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna Chase, you just woke up. You okay? Want some tea? Alright, you don't got no shirt on. Pops called you though. But alright, so your ancestors and spirit team are pushing you to alchemize that energy. Okay? They want you to the enemies, they want you to like give up. Right? They thought you were weak. They really did. Like some people really thought you were weak. Maybe you cried a lot. Maybe you had weak moments in the past or whatever, but they really thought you were weak. And they're realizing that you have a fucking strong spirit. You're a strong person, and no guy can beat you. Like nobody can beat you. They can't beat you. They can't beat you. Or if you're a guy, no man can beat you. So they're trying to get you to give up. Oh, this is confirmation because I heard this somewhere too, low key. Just popped up in my head. I definitely heard this, but I wrote this down, but then I heard it after I wrote it down. They can't beat you, so they're trying to get you to give up. Right? So like, all right, so like examples. I haven't been posting. Y'all know I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a one at home and this one for a business one and a personal one. And I haven't felt like posting on my personal one or even this one. Y'all see I've been gone for a minute. And it'll be because when I just don't be feeling like, even though I know I need to, like, I haven't been feeling like it. But that is that energy, people projecting on you because they know they know that this is an avenue to make money, and so they want you to stop, you know what I mean? Or they wanted me to stop. And so like every time I post, I was talking to somebody about this too, like every time I post, some negative happens after, but I know that's just evil. I know that's just people trying to have me stop posting, especially because social media is an avenue to make money. So what I did was cleansed. Okay, I cleansed, and now I'm back to posting on my other one and this one. And I'm always on my TikTok though, but I realized like this is just people, some people, not all, because some people tell me, a lot of my clients love my videos. They always tell me, and it keeps them with the juice in between their personal readings. So it really just be, the hate, people wanting you to give up. People wanting you to give up on whatever it is you're doing. Okay, and so don't give up. I'm here to tell y'all, do not give up. Even if you took a break for a couple of months, get back started. Launch it. Relaunch. Okay? Relaunch. Alright? And get back to whatever it is that you have your mind set on doing. Okay? Because we're here to win. We're here to be successful. Okay? So let's be consistent. And they try to a lot of people like to but spell or throw off your consistency, because consistency helps you win. Consistency is, you being consistent gonna guarantee you winning. So they try to make you non-consistent with whatever it is that you got going on. For me, it's my YouTube channels or whatever. But I'm telling y'all, consistency helping me, because I've been consistent on TikTok. TikTok has been making me some. Okay, listen, I'm not even gonna get into it. TikTok, and I've been consistent. I know that consistency will bring success. Okay, so be consistent, and be consistent, be successful. You will be successful, and close the door on that devil. All right, so if you guys need any spiritual baths, spiritual services, my link will be down below. Spiritual candles, especially during this time, cleansing candles, protection candles. It's a good time to get that, to get those candles. Money candles. Oh yeah, this is a good season to do your spell work. Also, I want y'all to know that on TikTok, my candles are cheaper. So you can buy it on TikTok. Okay, it's just that I don't have all my baths on TikTok. I don't know why they did it. They were being funny or whatever. So you have to get my baths on my website. But on TikTok, my candles are cheaper. So go ahead and get that. And I appreciate all of your sales in advance. I appreciate everybody who's been coming to me and booking readings and booking my spiritual services. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for trusting me with your energy and letting me do, positive things and big things on your behalf spiritually, y'all. What else? And that is it. I gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna be back next Sunday because your girl gonna be consistent. Okay, holla at me.